How's it going, Jack Attackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be doing my review for The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 19, titled Variant. I apologize if this review is somewhat late, because I wasn't able to watch the episode until now, so I apologize for that, but for the one person that cares. Anyways, overall, what were my thoughts on the episode? It was decent, to be honest. I don't think it was quite as good as the last episode, or maybe as good as episode 17, but this wasn't horrible. I did miss not seeing Negan and Carol, and Maggie, actually. This was more focused on Eugene. He was kind of the central focus of the episode, I would say, because, matter of fact, the episode opens up with Judith. Again, I talked about the openings in the other episodes, how Judith kind of is talking, and we see old clips of the show. I like it, but I also don't. It's kind of too nostalgia baity, whatever that means. It's trying to make us, feel nostalgia. It's like it's trying too hard, is basically how I feel about it. I don't know. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. And it's also getting a little cringe, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We got Sebastian turning into a walker, and that was kind of cool. I do think it's funny that it's kind of like Rick gets avenged, because in the comics, Rick is killed by Sebastian. And now Sebastian won't be able to kill Rick, even though he's not in the show. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was cool to see Sebastian as a walker, because Rick turns into a walker in the comics. So kind of like a parallel. I don't know. Speaking of Sebastian, we also have Pamela. She was good in this episode, especially the scene with her and Lance, when she's like, "Feed my son," and that scene honestly was the best scene in the episode, in my opinion. Lance is just the GOAT. He is one of my favorite characters at the moment. Maybe my number one favorite character at the moment. I just got to be honest. I don't know. It's quite possible. And they have a weird relationship, Lance and Pamela. It's very interesting. But yeah, I really love Lance as a character. He's awesome. Then we have the variant walkers, which was kind of another central focus of the episode. That whole thing, it feels a little goofy. I gotta be honest, it feels a little goofy. So that's something I didn't really care for that much this episode. They did do this variant walker thing to kind of explain in season 1 of the show why some walkers were holding rocks and opening doors and whatever. And, well, we all know the real reason is because Frank Darabont had a different idea for the walkers, and then, in seasons 2 and 3, whatever, that kind of out the window. So, yeah, it's kind of stupid, because how did Aaron or Jerry not see these types of walkers before? It's been a decade into the apocalypse at least. So I don't understand how they hadn't come across something like that before. Did anyone else think that was kind of weird? I don't know. And then we had Elijah and Lydia kiss. I wrote this down in my notes. Who cares? I mean, I don't really like Elijah. Well, I don't know that I don't mean that. I mean, I like him, but I don't really care that much about him. We need more backstory with him. I just think he's a little irrelevant, and Lydia's kind of gone into the background a little bit as a character, unfortunately, because I did like her character, especially in season 9. But now her character's also kind of getting a little bit irrelevant, but I don't hate her or anything. She's still cool, whatever. And then there was something that was said towards the end of the episode after they dealt with the variant walkers. Aaron's like, they come across this kind of community type of place that has walls, and Aaron's kind of like, maybe this place should belong to King Jerry in the future, or something like that. King Jerry and Queen Nabila, or whatever Jerry says. That one kind of caught me off guard. It kind of makes me think that they're foreshadowing something there. Either whenever they do the time skip, like they do in the comics at the end of if they do a time skip at the end of the show, maybe we'll see Jerry leading a new community there or something. Or this could be foreshadowing Jerry's death. We know there's going to be some deaths, well, at least one death. And there was already a death that was kind of spoiled for me in this final season. But there could be another one. Who knows how many there will be. But maybe Jerry will die. Jerry wasn't the one I heard a rumor for, by the way, so no spoilers. But yeah, I mean, Jerry could die, but I think that would be depressing if they did kill him off, to be honest, because he's a fun character, whatever. But it did make me, it'd be sad, like, oh, this could belong to King Jerry. No, Jerry dies. That would have been depressing. That would be the bad ending. But yeah, I mean, this episode was fine. Wasn't too bad. Again, I loved the Lance and Pamela scene. Without a doubt, the best scene of the episode, in my opinion. But let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Hopefully next week I can try and get this review out a little earlier. I mean, last review I did, hardly got any views. Not that I only care about views, but, you know, it's nice to get them once in a while. I don't really think a lot of my audience watches The Walking Dead, but who cares? Anyway, those are my thoughts on the episode. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.